Libra, it might be hard for you right now to shine your light, so let's get into your cards for this week. All right, Libra. So, first, we're going to dive into your general reading, which I pulled before we got started, and then we're going to do some guidance cards at the end from the Beyond Lumeria Oracle deck. So, let's get into it. It's looking pretty rough for you this week emotionally. It seems to me like you're experiencing a lot of sadness and regret, and you, like, this came on very suddenly for you because there was a tower moment that happened, which is a very sudden change that comes into our lives unexpectedly, right? And when this tower moment came in, it sent you into a very heavy headspace. It sent you into overthinking, sleepless nights, worrying, right? Like very much in your head about the situation. And it's also leaving you feeling mentally stuck. Like you're not sure how to move forward on this situation. And so you're just kind of stuck mentally on like, what am I supposed to do to get out of this, right? So something shifted in your world very suddenly, which has caused a lot of heartache and sadness. And I think this has to do with your foundation, your home, something that you keep very close and, you like to normally keep a very strong hold on, right? I feel like you are not only sad, but just feeling emotionally discontent. It can be an energy of boredom, it can be an energy of emotionally dissatisfied. And I feel like it has to do something with like a leadership role that you're in because it was paired with the Emperor, who is a very strong leader. So I think if you are in a leadership role, that you're just feeling kind of deflated in that role, or maybe just not super into it currently. What's interesting is you have connecting your Five of Cups, you had the Five of Pentacles, which is like financial loss. It's a card of abandonment. To me, in this reading, it speaks about feeling abandoned. And what happens next was a pretty big leap. So you go from feeling abandoned, right? Feeling this sadness, and then logically you were trying to process this and get through it. You've got a ton of swords cards. Well, one, you're an air sign, so no surprise there, because literally the Elder of Swords is the King of Swords, which is Libra's card. So you're showing up in your own reading. And you've been trying to be very logical about this. You've been very much up in your head about it. And, you, again, feel very, stuck on how to move forward. So I think as you mentally process this, you start to slowly move on to calmer waters, right? And then what's the most surprising is that out of all of this, you then have a passionate new beginning. So it's like this sadness comes in when this sudden shift happens, right? And it sends you into overthinking and feeling mentally trapped and stuck and, sad and feeling abandoned. And then you work through it mentally and then you move on to a passionate new beginning. So I don't know if you meet someone new or if you're what you're going through ends up being revived into a passionate new beginning. Um, it doesn't really show a whole lot other than just a new passionate beginning coming in. And your overall energy was the moon card. So, like, I don't think you see this coming. I don't think you see this passionate new beginning coming for yourself. Um, So yeah, you might be sad right now and in your head about things and feeling very abandoned, but what I can tell you is as you process this and move on to calmer waters, there's a passionate new start there right around the corner. So let's get some guidance cards for you this week. What guidance do you have for Libra this week? All right, so you got Shine Your Light. It looks like this. So let's read on her. Oh, wrong book. All right, so you got Shine Your Light that came out for you. So let's read on her. And it also crossed your feeling of abandonment and the energy of you moving on to calmer waters. So I'm interested to see what it says. It says, where you can shine your light. When you have a purpose, you will also have limitless energy and no joy. Where can you grow enthusiasm in your life? Consider how you can be more aligned with your passions so you can harness your light. It may be time to return to something you enjoyed, but stopped doing for no good reason. You're a sovereign being. Regain compassionate empowerment and remember what lights up your world. Doing what you love, time to thrive. Giving from the overflow, life purpose, being authentically you, compassionate self empowerment, loving life, trying things you resonate with, bringing joy to others by being an inspiration. So, to me, especially where it landed, I think it's saying a way that you can overcome this feeling of abandonment, right, and move on to calmer waters is trying to pour your energy back into something that you really enjoy and care about, right? Pour your energy back into yourself. And it kind of came out a little bit with you being discontent with your current role, right? But it wasn't a highlight of your reading. But I think Spirit is just trying to give you guidance onto how to lift your spirits up, right? To empower yourself. And it's saying, like, if you pour into yourself and do things that you know that you love that maybe you haven't done in a while, it'll help bring you out of this rough time. So, yeah, that's what I have for you this week, Libra. If that message resonates, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would truly appreciate the support, and have an awesome day. Bye, my little mystics.